Another question for you, Professor Murray. The Reconstruction Amendments were drafted not only to eradicate slavery, but also to eradicate the vestiges of slavery and all forms of bondage. The drafters wanted to go farther than making Black people citizens and wanted to guarantee a sense of liberty. Can you talk about how the drafters defined or understood liberty when drafting the 13th and 14th Amendment?
Yeah, so if the 13th Amendment abolished slavery and the 15th Amendment gave Black men the right to vote, the 14th Amendment was primarily concerned with eradicating all of the indicia of slavery, the very things that distinguish slavery from freedom, among them the absence of bodily autonomy and control over procreation. And this was very clear. They knew about forced birth as a means of expanding the slave population in the period before the Civil War. So they were responding to this. They also wanted to correct the injustice of having no family integrity, of lacking control over your children, of being ineligible for civil marriage. So in that grant of liberty in the 14th Amendment precedes all of these rights that had been denied to the enslaved and were now given to them. They weren't explicit because they were viewed to be captured in that grant of liberty. Justice Alito says nothing about this. It is a selective and itinerant commitment to originalism that his opinion evinces.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Murray. As has been noted, this is the first time the court has taken away a fundamental right. It is important to note that our most fundamental rights have never been safe, and they never will be guaranteed so long as they depend on the ideological whim of 9 unaccountable, unelected justices with lifetime appointments. It is why we need to limit the power of justices by expanding the court, instituting term limits, enacting a code of ethics, and it reinforces why Congress should strip the court of the right to take away fundamental rights. Thank you, and I yield back.